All right, everybody. I hope everybody's having a decent Monday, I suppose. Remember, kids, this is another episode of Psycho's Platters, always powered by coffee, each and every time. That's right. Some of you people out there have asked me what kinds of coffee I drink and how long have I been drinking coffee and stuff like that. Well, to tell you, I've been drinking coffee for over 40 years, ever since I was 13, and I'm just turned 54. So I have drank coffee for over 40 years. And then, of course, the dingingest people that are going to maybe be coming to visit here, which would be nice. I want to welcome everybody. I hope everybody, I titled this, I Don't Like Mondays, because I really don't like Mondays. And if you remember, I don't like Mondays, I want to shoot hoot the whole day down. Yes. Boomtown Rats. I remember hearing that like shortly after it first came out. Hi, Tyler. How you doing? How you doing? Good afternoon to yourself, Record Crate, and Mick. Hello there. How are you? So, even though Mondays are my days off, so some of you guys said, well, quit your bitching then about not liking Mondays. I still don't like them anyway. I just never have, you know. What was it in Office Space? That stupid woman goes, looks like somebody's got the bad case of the Mondays. I would have sucked them right in the kisser. I don't know how we got so violent all of a sudden. I'm just kidding. Even though it is always powered by coffee each and every time, it's not always powered by York Peppermint Patty. Taste the sensation. You know, York Peppermint Patty is like Santa Claus's crack. You realize that, right? Now, I'm not talking about Santa Claus's ass crack. I'm talking about this is his candy crack. Ho, 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 elves. You know, he's sitting there. We got to speed up production. Give me a few more of these. As Santa does a line of Yorks. Oh, boy, that kind of went strange there very fast, didn't it? Anywho, so I'm sorry, I would like to do these weekly. I keep trying, but things kind of get in the way, okay? But I got lots of new subs I want to talk about. We got lots of different things on the program today. I'm shooting for maybe about a 2-hour show here today, maybe slightly more. But new subscribers since the last time that I was on here, even though one or two of these may be repetitive from that show. Cosmic Drifter 287, Royce in the house. That's right, Royce in the house. He has given me an invite to come on to one of his shows pretty soon. I thought it was going to be last week, but wires got crossed. What can I say? Yuri A, now Josh, Ashlane 10. This one's all one word. The old Beatlemania fan. Stuart McLean, Dave Barry, Bill Euler, Jody Omadio, Jim Smith, and Irene Papson. I am, and Shades of Vinyl. Shades of Vinyl just subbed just before I came to broadcast here. So thank all of you guys for being in the Psycho Platter Network. We try to make things a little bit more fun and entertaining around here and less trauma. I promise in my broadcasts. You will not see me yelling at another co-host, calling him a hustler, and I won't yell at you and ask you, what do you do for a living, for employment? Or ask you political stuff. Yeah, I promise I'm not going to do that. Because if I did, it would make me look like I'm mentally unstable, you see. I'm already mentally unstable. I don't need extra fuel for the mentality instability. Hello there, Donna. How are you? I forgot to text you. I've been like out of here. So that was the new sub bit, right? Right. So another thing I want to bring up, actually a couple things I wanted to bring up. So Telegram Sam and Old Beatlemania fan. They both just got done having contests. Telegram Sam already chose the winner on her contest. Those two contests were fun. Now, I don't always get to go do contests. I'm lucky I can do these streams, or let alone the music reviews, which AKA, here's your hint. This is my newest one. I did the new holiday album from Steve Perry. That's right. It's called The Season. 8 tracks. It's a very comforting holiday album. When you hear this, it kind of just envelopes you, and it's very calm and soothing. And it can get a little soulful at times too. So go check out my review for Steve Perry's The Season. I think you might actually enjoy it. It's on Fantasy Records, reasonably priced. If you go to get it through Target, you have a chance of getting a signed Christmas card, genuinely signed Christmas card from Mr. Perry. Or if you don't want to play that game, just go to steveperry.com. He's got signed vinyl in CD packages. I said packages. So, boy, oh boy, do we have other upcoming reviews that are going to be happening. These next bunch are probably going to be, I'm going to be calling them review rewind, because when I do new music reviews, obviously it's called new music reviews. When it's older stuff, it's going to be review rewinds. And these next one, I think I showed this in the last broadcast briefly. Both of these 1974 Badfinger albums here on CD from Real Gone Records with bonus tracks and work in progress mix. This will be done together in an episode to be reviewed. Oh boy, yeah. That's my mom. Yeah, I always keep my phone by my side in case of emergency. Hey Zeb, how you doing? Any new musical discoveries? How about an old musical discovery? That's funny because I was going to bring this up on what I tripped on in the last week. Okay. And what that is, hang on, I'm going to put a link in here. So I can actually thank Weird Al for this one. But hang on a second here. Tyler's asking me, am I going to get and review the new Deep Purple album when it comes out? You know what's really funny? And I mean, ha. Let's see if I can dig this up here a minute. Yeah, here we go. On the back cover of last month's Goldmine was when I got my surprise. I didn't even know that they were going to do another damn good. I'm assuming it's going to be damn good. The last couple of them have been great. But yeah, you're damn right I will. But it doesn't mention a release date. Does anybody know when the new Deep Purple's coming out? I'm definitely going to add that into my review lexicon. Yes. I got so much stuff here. Oh, so back to the story, because I keep getting sidetracked all over the place. So Weird Al, I tripped on a video that probably a lot of you people have already tripped on too that watch YouTube. A cover of a song called "This Town Isn't Big Enough for the Both of Us," which was done by Sparks. That's right, from 1974. Truth be, I've heard the name Sparks in the past. I know that they got started rightfully around 1971 as a band called Half Nelson. Todd Rundgren produced their first album, and when it got re-released, it then was called Sparks, you see. And so they made 25 albums. They're still making material, and I'm digging. I went down this awesome rabbit hole, to tell you the truth, on the Sparks. So that's been my most recent music discovery. Oh, it's a cover album. Ordered on Amazon, release date. Okay, so it's after Thanksgiving. All right. Well, you know what, Tyler? Oh boy. So, I've got a bunch of other things. In fact, I just got a package this morning. I said package of some retro rewind stuff that I'm going to do. And I hate sounding like a commercial, but I guess in a way, this is going to be. So here's, in this little box, I ended up getting 4 more titles to review, all courtesy of Frontier Records. Frontier Records, which is an Italian label that has signed a lot of heritage acts over the last, decade, I'd say. So they had this $5 sale. Now, I know some of these may not be necessarily so good or whatever, but guess what? I've heard none of these albums, and I'm going to get to find out for myself whether or not they are good. So first one up on the little stack here, Rise from Revolution Saints. Now, Revolution Saints, if I remember correctly, was kind of sort of a super group that had Dean Castrovano, who was in Bad English and Journey, and now he's back in Journey again, and Doug Aldrich was in Whitesnake. I think he was in Dio. He was in a bunch of other things. And I've never heard a Revolution Saints album. Okay, so for $5, and by the way, Frontier Records is still doing their $5 sales. So go to Frontier Records, their official website, and just go click on that link. Let's see. Since I am from the Chicagoland area, I had to represent. Didn't know Enough's Enough put out this. I don't know what year this is. I haven't bothered to take a 20. Good Lord. I broke my reading glasses, unfortunately. I got to get new ones. I think this says 2018. So Diamond Boy from Enough's Enough. I liked Enough's Enough since their first album, Strength, which had Fly High Michelle, had a bunch of other different things. They ended up having 2 albums on Atco and 1 on Arista before they kind of just started drifting off into all these other teeny tiny labels and such. I see somebody's trying. There we go. There we go. Our first guest, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, hey.
Richard the Music Maniac's favorite person. Oh. Yes. Where's the baseball bat? Where's the baseball bat? I got to see the baseball bat. See, I'm taking the piss out of Richard because I love Richard and I love you, Tom, but not in a manly way. Batter up. I don't understand. I do not understand the whole whatever. I must have missed whatever. See, remember, this is a drama-free zone in my fucking channel, but I must have missed whatever went down. I always miss most of the shit I miss. But once in a blue moon, I'll get to catch a train wreck on one of these channels like I did the other day. I was watching, and Tom, at least I didn't go off and go, Tom, do you work? What do you do for a living? You're a hustler. You're a hustler. And some other people are going to go, oh, fuck, he's poking the badger. No, I'm not. I'm taking the piss out of him, too. If I can take the piss out of me, I can take the piss out of anybody in this damn audience, peanut gallery out there in YouTube land. That's right.
It's your channel. You do what you need to do, buddy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it was a total misunderstanding, but he wants to drag it on. I haven't mentioned his name in many months, but I have friends that let me know what he's saying. So, and there you go.
I don't know. I'm Switzerland. I am the YouTube VC Switzerland. When I was over at the Hustler Yeller, I'm subbed to him because I like watching the train wrecks. And so the funny part about it is I'm sitting here and I commented because I think maybe you've seen me comment before about how This live stream is getting sent to the live stream Hall of Fame for future consideration. But then I added ... for shit show division because he kept talking about shit.
Right.
And I'm going, okay, if you're going to go that way with this, because I can't remember how it got there. Anyways, so I take the piss out of everybody, and I take the piss out of myself. I feel if I can do that, if I can make fun of myself,
Yeah.
in a way, I can open license to make fun of anybody else. And you got to be thick-skinned to be in the VC. I'm sorry.
Right. You do
That
need to
doesn't
be a little thick-skinned. Yeah.
now, it doesn't excuse severe bullying because I've caught
That is very
people.
true.
Yes, I don't like that. I never have. And the VC is the high school for adults. That's what the hell this is. Everybody's got their little groups. They
Right.
flew
Right.
around. You got your jocks, your cheerleaders, your nerds, your dweebs, your
Right.
drama people, your master thespians, and your stoners, and you have them all
The
all
jocks.
in the same store.
Yes.
Nothing
So
wrong
you
with that. Just
right.
whatever.
So you showing new releases?
You know what? I'm
I
not
mean,
going to lie
you
to you. I'm not going to lie to you, Tom. I do a lot of. I'm a cheap ass bastard, so it's like whenever I come across something like what this is this is a sale that's going on at Frontier Records right now, and they're $5 CDs. They've got like I want to say about 20, 30 titles. So let's see.
okay.
So we
Yeah.
showed
Keep
Enough's
showing.
Enough and Revolution Saint. This one threw me for a loop because I didn't know the Bullet Boys did a new album. Or a
Oh,
recent
smooth.
album. This
Good
one is
old
coming
smooth
from
up in
out of
ya.
the. That's right, from Out of the Skies.
Right.
And lastly, this one, God, I know this. I think I have a bad feeling this is going to suck. And there's such a drama history on this particular album that I still got it for $5 anyway. The lineup isn't the same anymore. This is from a couple years ago. Road Rage from Quiet Riot.
Okay. Yeah.
Which, of course, the singer on this is James Durbin, who was in American Idol and took 4th place. But the thing is, and this is what is it? Two different Quiet Riot albums since Kevin died. Frankie Bonelli. Oh, I've heard some stories. He was nice to me when I met him, but that's because I was just a regular fan. Maybe he was different to musicians, and I'm not going to speak ill of the dead. This just came from other interviews of other people that the guy before James Durbin, he was in Adler's Appetite, and he was in something else. Shawn Nichols, I want to say. He was a singer for QR, and the album was done. And you know how record companies go off and release a track with this dude's vocals. And next thing you know, they retract the damn single. They go off and they said, guess what? Album delayed till August. And I'm like, what the holy hell? And that's how James Durbin got on that one. But there was another album of QR, and I can't remember which one it is. And he pulled the same thing. Just with the lead singer, he pulled the same thing. And so now that he's dead, see, this is where it's like, okay, I don't know about you, Tom. Ever since I started going to concerts, this of course pre-internet, but now that internet's around, it helps a lot more.
Right.
And I see like a band's going to come to town. I'm like, oh, really? It's like, who the hell's in the band? And I'll look it up. That determines whether or not I go or not, you see, because I'm like, no members that are even on the records, at least. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go.
Journey just announced their 2022 tour.
Thank you, Tom. I was going to bring that up in a minute.
And I don't think their bass player or drummer that were on previous tours are there. I think they kicked their bass drummer or their bassist out.
What? Yes. I'm sorry. Keep going.
No. I mean, that's all I know at the moment. I was going to see if you knew any more of that.
Oh my God! What a big mess. Hold on. Oh boy. Hi, Nick. Yeah, that's, ladies and gentlemen, the Satan of the VC. So the last thing that I heard, and there was such bullshit went down. There is a company that all the shareholders of Journey, so your band members, and others. It was called Nightmare Productions, I think was the name of the thing. You had Steve Perry's a member. Herbie Herber, who just died, was a member. Neil
Yeah.
Shit. All of
Is
them.
Greg Raleigh? Would Raleigh still be a
I
member?
think so. I think he's a minority share. And
Okay.
so the thing is, so Ross Valerie and Steve Smith
Yeah.
attempted to try to take, I hope I got this right. If I'm wrong,
That's yeah.
tell me
I
in the
think you're
comments.
right. I think I know where you're going, and I think you're
Yeah.
right.
And
Yeah.
they attempted to take the name. But here's the other side part of the whole mess. In an interview with one of those two, they had the blessing of Steve Perry to do this. And I'm going, if that's true, no wonder why. No wonder why. Here comes the vision. No wonder why there won't be any Christmas cards to Neil Sean or vice versa. So
Right.
the lineup that's in the Journey 2022, unless they change it, is you've got Neil, you've got
Right.
Jonathan Cain. That's your two. You got
Right.
Arnell still. You
Right.
have two drummers, unless they've changed this now. Michael
Right.
Naranda Walden and Dean Castrovano's back. And on bass, American
Paul
Idol and
McCartney.
Randy Jackson
Oh
from
wow.
American Idol, who was, of
No
course, on the
shit.
Raised On
Randy
Radio.
Jackson.
Yeah, he was on the Raised On Radio album and tour back in 86, 87.
Ah,
So
interesting.
that's your
I
lineup.
have because I'm a tour caterer. I do tour. I cater for these tours that are coming in.
Oh,
We just did Evanescence today. We did
oh,
Earth, Wind and Fire yesterday.
oh, how were
Um,
those?
it was great. Yeah, great. But I've heard from a reliable source that was in a Live Nation meeting in Las Vegas a few weeks back, and they're saying that 2022 is going to be one of the biggest touring years ever. It's
I
just going
bet.
to be an insane touring year. Just one
Everybody's
after
chomping
the
at the
other.
bit.
Yeah,
Everybody's chomping at the
yeah,
bit. And you brought
yeah,
up Toto and Billy Idol. Now I don't know if Donna
yeah.
Joe Cat Lady is still on here watching. She
Right.
is a big Billy Idol fan. The closest gig we're getting here is Little Rock. Little
Okay.
Rock, St. Louis. They're not coming to Tulsa, which kind of surprised
Right.
me. Toto, if I remember correctly, is Steve Lukather, Joe Williams, and
Right.
one other person. That's it. And then everyone else is new,
New.
I
Right.
guess. And I mean, I'm not knocking it. I actually liked, I'm trying to think, that Toto album that
But
came out.
both of them aren't doing the show. I don't think both of them are doing the show with Journey. I think it's Billy Idol for a bunch of dates and then Total
Oh,
for a bunch of dates.
oh,
So
see,
I don't think it's all three. If I
oh,
remember correctly.
shit. I'll have to look because
Yeah.
you know what? Maybe I would still go, but I don't know if I don't know if I'd want to go to Little Rock, but maybe. I also thought I heard Steve Stevens back in the band with Billy. If that's the
Yes,
case,
they just did an acoustic thing together recently, and I watched them perform Eyes Without a Face, and it was great.
Tim has a good, valid question that I
Yeah.
was going to bring up too.
Yes.
How
Yeah.
did he end up on Dark Horse Records? That was quite interesting. And if I remember, that's a holiday EP, and that would have had something to do with Danny, right?
No.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so.
Absolutely.
But we
Yes.
brought up Stevens for 2 seconds. I picked this up. I didn't even know this existed. $2 yesterday. Basio Levin Stevens.
Hmm.
Didn't even
Interesting.
know that they put an album out, and I'm going, oh, now you got me all wondering. And I can't wait to listen to this sucker. This is from 97. So I didn't even
Wow.
know they did an album back then for
No,
$2.
nor did I.
Guess
Wow.
that up.
It had been on a small label or something.
You know what? I think you're right, actually. Oh no, Magna Carta.
Hmm. Never heard of
Magna
it.
Carta. Yeah. But
Yeah.
says you saw Steve. Yeah. You know what? That's how I got to see. That's how I got to see
Yeah.
Steve also in 19. I'm trying. Hey, Dwayne, who was in the lineup for 15 for Ringo? The 19 lineup. I'll tell you this. Did you get to see the 19 lineup, Tom?
16 I saw them with Greg Raleigh.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh my
Lukather, and then
God.
the bass player. I keep forgetting his name, but he was from Mr. Mister.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So you had that lineup.
yeah, yeah, and
Steve
Greg
Ferris.
Baronet or whatever his name is from the
Oh,
David
Great
Lee
White
Roth
Sinet.
band. Yeah,
Yeah.
from the David Lee Roth band. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was a good
Nice.
tour.
You know
Yeah,
what? I regret not catching a few more of those Ringo tours, even going back
yeah,
to 89, 90. I think I should have just went every year. I would have had a hell of a lot more fun, and it would have been a
right.
hell of a lot cheaper too than
Todd
Paul's.
Rundgren was there as well at the one
Oh shit! See,
in
that would have been
16.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh God, bro. Todd, sure. Yeah. What was it? So I got to see. I just remember that Steve and Greg Raleigh were on fire that night in
mm.
19. They were just
Those
on all
two,
cylinders.
those two gel perfectly. They should be in a band together.
Correct. That is absolutely correct. They should be in a band
Yeah.
together. I know I would buy that damn record, whatever that would be. Okay, Richard Page. I'm sorry. That's right. I don't know why I
Thank
was
you.
thinking Steve
Yes.
Ferris. I
That
don't know
see, yeah,
why.
and that I think rolled over into 2016 when I saw them as well.
Yeah. But so I can't remember. You would know a little bit more about. Did Ringo is Ringo going to go back out in 22 or is he done?
22. Yeah, I mean, apparently there's two different legs of a tour that he said he was, preparing.
Hmm.
And this is the tour that's been delayed now for it'll be delayed 2 years when he goes out. So
It's pretty
yeah,
rough.
exactly. He's gonna be 82.
But you know what? He's still do. I'm sorry, but he's still doing. He looks a lot better and seems to move around a lot more than
Yeah,
Sir Paul himself, who's only a couple of years younger. I
correct.
don't know,
I
but
agree with you.
yeah.
But I
So
like him. I like him with a little bit the longer hair now. I think I kind of like that.
yeah. So I'm trying to think here. They announced two different concerts down here in
Okay.
literally a day apart from each other. But the
Mm,
first one, I'm trying to see if I can get out of work early
mm.
this coming Saturday. It'd be a long shot. The tickets are only $30,
Oh, that's
but
not bad.
right, but it's it. Okay, so I live in Northwest Arkansas. Fayetteville, Arkansas is about a 25-minute drive from here. College town, University of Arkansas. We beat the shit out of LSU, took the boot. Yay. Hey, we deserve it. Anywho, so there's your main buildings, Bud Walton Arena for the big shows, which they don't do too much anymore. That's obviously more for sporting events. The last one I remember that was there for a concert was Third Eye Blind, and that was close to 10 years ago. But
And those guys are still going.
yeah, so they have these small performance halls, buildings around the town. Okay,
Okay.
and who they announced, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's this? Richard Thompson.
Oh wow. Okay.
Uh-huh. And I'm going, Richard Thompson. I'm like, who? It's almost like they drew something out of a hat. I'm going, I haven't heard anything from that man in a long time, but $30 tickets with one opening act. And I'm going, hmm, can I get out an hour early?
Yeah.
I'm sick.
There you go.
Get the hell out of here. Thank you. And then the other one, which isn't till February, and I'm gonna get a $20 tickets. Can't screw this up. There's like one opening band. Jeff Tate
Oh, okay.
from
Yeah.
Queensryche. Going,
Yes.
yes, yes. I
Yes.
love old Queensryche.
I had the opportunity to see them in their heyday back in 91, I believe it
Mm,
was,
mm,
and I passed on it. But man, I love those early Queensryche albums, man. Those are great.
that's right. Hey,
Yeah.
baby, glad you popped by. Yeah, that Tom. I know it's been a while. That's my girlfriend here. That's
Ah,
coming in.
Goth Angel.
She
Okay.
tries to come in when she can come in. Yes, that's right. Wash hands. Oh boy, Paulie Short. Oh, you know what, Groovy Lisa? Okay, I love it when people unintentionally remind me of things I want to show. So that's in February, though, right? So before
Yeah.
that, unless I can sneak out and to that Richard Thompson concert, there's a comedy club, of course, that's in the next town over for us. And they also like to get. Oh boy, hang on a minute. Here comes our next guest. Flipping Beach Boy Records. It's so who's coming in 3 weeks? I'm gonna make myself big for a minute here.
Yes. Go.
It'll be the last comedy show thing. We've seen a lot of SNL people. have shown up. Okay, I did not know that he made an album in 1988 on Chrysalis Records.
Mm.
Bobcat
Oh,
Goldthwait, ladies and
Bobcat.
gentlemen.
Yes.
Bobcat Goldthwait will be in the, I got tickets. I've got tickets for this. And
How much
I'm
were
like,
those?
what a disturbing album. 30.
Okay, not bad.
30. What a disturbing cover. In the thank you notes, it actually says in the bottom here, out of all these other comedians, I'm guessing, or whoever, David Spade is in the thank you credits for Meet Bob.
Well, that's a joke.
He, you know,
Ah,
we a few months back, my wife and I, we saw Mark Maron. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's a
on the
famous
roast,
comedian.
right?
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And he's got his own, yeah, you know.
Oh,
So he
awesome,
was really
Zeb.
good. Yep.
good. Let's see
Zeb,
here.
Just to drop, just
So
to,
Mason, Zeb
I was
says,
going to mention that because
gotcha.
let me just. Yeah, he's referring to this. He just bought this
Right.
wonderful beauty of a masterpiece right here. This
Very
is
good.
actually, I would say, this is better than what we got with the Smile Sessions, because you got to understand something. The Smile Sessions are incomplete. Like, that is basically them just salvaging whatever they could. So there's really no full, complete version of a Smile. The closest thing we have is this.
What was it? I had some Beach Boy thing for you to show you, Mason. Where the hell is it? I was wondering if you ever would come back on here. I got so much stuff on this table. Oh, okay. I don't know where it's at right now, but it was a 45, and I never saw this before. It's called Happy Endings. It was Beach Boys and Little Richard. I'm like,
Who doesn't like a good happy ending?
Yes, I know what you're talking about. That was a 1987 single.
Oh,
one-off single.
Here it is. Hang on a
That
minute.
was collaborated with Little Richard. Yes, I gotta say it's not a very good song, but it's one of those that's got a good message behind it, but it's kind of sappy. Yes, that one. Yes.
So there you go. There's your Beach Boys, Little Richard.
That was
for
around
the
the
movie The Telephone.
Yeah, that was around the time that they were doing. That was after their 1985 album with "Get You Back," and it was right around the time that Kokomo was about to come out. So,
Whoopi Goldberg film. Oh, God, Whoopi Goldberg.
I just repurchased. I was at a used place the other day, and I just repurchased a used copy of the very first box set I ever bought back in 1989. And I was very excited about. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, let me make your bag.
There you go.
I do remember that box set.
Yeah, I love this box set. It was my, obviously I knew a lot about Rod Stewart. But no, it's got a lot of great stuff. Especially the stuff from the late 70s, early 80s are great on there. And then this album too. This is the 50th anniversary edition of If I Only Knew My Name, or If I Could Only Remember My Name. Yeah, David Crosby, his debut record.
Which could apply to him in the next couple of years. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly. Look at Tim all cleaned up.
What's up, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Dude, I know I have it in here somewhere. The hell did I
We got some deodorant on there, Mason, with those pits on there.
I'm looking for a record that I had.
Good thing this isn't smell-o-vision, huh?
Oh my!
Yeah.
So, Paul, are you familiar with Shakes the Clown?
Oh, the movie, yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm trying to find the DVD so I can get that signed.
That'd be great.
That opening scene with him and Florence Henderson. If that don't scar you, nothing will.
That is one of the best movies, one of the best bad movies ever made. That's a fantastic film.
Oh,
Do you remember the
man.
tagline for that film? That film had the best tagline. The
Remind me.
tagline was "The Citizen Kane of alcoholic clown movies."
Oh, fuck. Oh,
It was
my.
fantastic.
Oh, shit. Yeah, and here's the thing. I'll confess that I haven't seen any stand-up of him recently. I know there's some stuff on
All right, there
YouTube,
it
I
is.
guess, that he cut the screechy voice shit out about 10, 15 years ago. So which he says he didn't need it anymore. And so he just does his regular stand-up. But he does a lot of behind the camera stuff, although it was either produced or directed one of my actual favorite, more recent Robin Williams movies, which was World's Greatest Dad, and how dark that movie was. And I was just didn't know you had involvement in it. And if I get to meet him, which is a 50-50 chance, I'm going to bring that up because honest to God, that is one of my favorite movies of, he made a cameo in that movie, I guess, but he likes to do documentaries of comedians that are not well known, that are like almost forgotten. And I'm like, well, good for you. Seriously, good for you that you're doing this to put these people back out on the forefront because they deserve it.
Yeah, no, he was one of my favorite parts of those Police Academy movies.
Yeah.
Loved them in those movies.
So I came across
my buddy up in Illinois
appreciate.
is going to see Michael Winslow. He's doing a stand-up tour. And so he's seeing Winslow up there, and he's got some spare Police Academy stuff. So he's going to try to get me like a signed DVD. And I said, you know what? I said, I'll try to get you a signed Police Academy DVD of Bobcat, with Bobcat on it. Because I think he was 2 through 4, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And I heard you.
Yeah, I was just saying, I came across something that I know Tom will enjoy.
Oh, yeah. There it is. We're going to have
one of my favorites, actually.
The only thing that I have by Wings.
Yeah. We're going to have
physical media, period.
Oh. Right. We're going to have Lawrence Juber on our next show coming this Saturday.
He's such a nice guy.
No, he's great. He's great. I mean, he's like he's like the only member of Wings that has really embraced the podcasting, world, where he'll come on just about anybody's show, and unfortunately, unfortunately, it's anybody.
Yeah, from what I hear, it's anybody.
Yeah, literally. I mean, he came on what, Hudson's show?
Yeah.
That was where I found. That's where I discovered that he actually played guitar on a track for Harry Styles, of all people.
Yeah, no, I mean, when we had him on the first time last year, I had no clue that he was playing banjo for Kermit the Frog on the Rainbow Connection. That just, blew my mind.
The one from the
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
that's fantastic.
Yep.
I thought it was Kermit himself.
Yeah, right. Who didn't think that when you were 7 years old?
He got
shattered.
Paul met in a restroom or something.
Oh God.
He and Paul met in a public restroom. I think I remember.
They met one. Yeah. I mean, I think they met briefly that way. Yeah. So, but yeah, he's great to talk to. I mean, his memory is still really sharp, which is rare, because a lot of these people that we've had on that have worked with McCartney, they're kind of their memory is starting to go. So it's been kind of sad, but fun too with Juber, because he's still pretty sharp.
I mean,
the thing is, when are we going to get those deluxe sets?
Wings was Back to the Egg, right?
All right. What's that, Mason?
His first and only major project with Wings was Back to the Egg, right?
For the most part, yeah. Yep. 79 tour. Good Night Tonight, and he worked on some of the Rupert the Bear stuff that was that hadn't been released either.
I believe he worked on Ringo's Stop and Smell the Roses.
Stop and Smell the Roses while he was still official member of Wings as well. Yes.
Yep. And I picked up. This was maybe about a year back. I tripped on an album called Checkered Past which was like another super group from like about 84. You had members of Blondie, you had a Sex Pistol, you had, and Lawrence did some guitar work there too on that.
Oh, I didn't know he was on it.
Say,
Michael Bars is on it, which is why I don't like it.
Right. I could have sworn that he also did something for the Monkees. Like he did a guitar track for like some studio thing. I could have sworn I read that somewhere. Oh, whatever. Well, you don't have to worry about it anymore, Tom. They're done. They're done. At least we think they are. The Greek theater show ended last night.
Oh, here we go with the Monkees again.
Yes.
Oh, was that their supposed last show?
Yeah, they're supposed. But you know what, though? I mean, 55 years. I mean, come on. I'm surprised. I know. I'm sure they milked it for the last couple of years. Okay, but Good Times was a hell of an album. That's 5 years ago. Years ago that thing came out. It does not feel like 5 years, and that was an excellent album. Christmas Party, not so much.
Well, Christmas Party isn't really,
by the way, everybody,
a Monkees album. It's a bunch of solo tracks.
I know it's a
cobbled together.
You're right, Tim. It's a slapdash. So I don't know if anybody remembers my friend here on the bottom. Tin, the Monkees, Foil Hat, Paul.
The Monkees have 4 songs.
Thompson and Tim,
Believer, Last Train to Clarksville, and what's the other one? I'm a Believer. They have 4 songs for all I'm concerned.
Hi, guys.
Well, that's better than nothing, I guess. I'll take it.
We got another Paul here.
We're appalling.
That's right.
I love it.
Our mothers were pallbearers.
Oh.
Flash says, good evening, folks. Yes. And
leave
and
a tip
Paul,
in the jar.
The next town over for me. It's another Northwest Arkansas.
Right down the street, pretty much.
So that venue
Right
that Bobcat's going to be, that Bobcat's going to be. Are you? Have you been there before, Paul?
Me? Which Paul?
Yes.
Him, Paul, me, Paul.
Yeah, Psychos.
Like I said, I don't remember if I told you, but I ended up finding a Bobcat Goldthwait album for the December show. So and Grove. So, but yes, I've been there on and off for the last 2 years. I started going slightly before the COVID nonsense started.
Okay.
Because you went and seen what's his name? Titus. You went and seen Titus, did you not?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did see Chris Titus and met him afterwards.
Yeah,
he was cool.
I want to see Bobcat
cool.
Because Bobcat, to me, he played on a TV series called Unhappily Ever After. He played a puppet called Mr. Floppy.
That's right.
I forgot about that shit. I loved that. Shit, I gotta find some of that. That was a damn good show. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says.
I have every episode on my hard drive.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously we know what they ripped off. I don't give a shit. It is funny. It is. My god.
Because they released at the same time they did Married with Children, and that's when I was living in Missouri. I had a choice to watch Married with Children, X-Files, or Unhappily Ever After. And X-Files was a rerun. Married with Children was a rerun. So I watched Unhappily Ever After. And what got me a big fan was the girl who played Tiffany. She came down the stairs showing a lot of cleavage. I went like, that's my show.
Nice.
That's my show. But then I heard Mr. Floppy's voice. I went, holy shit. That's Bobcat, man. That's Bobcat. Yeah, he's going to be there, December, is that correct? Down at the Grove?
Right. 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
10th and 11th.
I want to go.
We'll be there. And that's the last big one. Tim Meadows, and I don't know if I want to go see Tim Meadows after one of the clips I saw, but Gilbert had to push off to the spring. But Gilbert Gottfried shows up. You're damn right. I'm going to that one too.
Yeah.
Wet ass pussy.
Didn't he play in the movie with Andrew Dice Clay called Ford Fairlane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ford
Holy
Fairlane.
wrong.
Yeah. I thought it was a good movie, man.
Right.
And that's right after he pissed off MTV.
Oh my God.
I saw him live when I lived in Michigan. Great show. Great the show.
Let's see here. He says, remember Bobcat in the movie One Crazy Summer? He was in a Godzilla suit. I don't know if I saw that movie. It don't sound familiar.
That was the kind of sequel to Better Off Dead.
Hold it. The John Cusack movie?
Yes. Yes.
What was it called again?
One Crazy Summer? I believe that's the one.
There was so many in the 80s and 90s. It's
yeah.
hard to keep track. It really, really is. Jeez. I don't know. Maybe I saw it at the cheap theater and didn't realize it. When I went to college, this dollar movie house, and it was brand new movies too for $1, but it was a 2-screener. So it's like we would pay tickets to get in. Okay. So one side would be here, the other one would be the other side. Your bathrooms were downstairs. This is an old theater from the 30s. Okay.
Oh,
this
wow.
is an 80s story. So it was a round floor, and then your bathroom separated, right? Okay. So you would time it right. You'd get out of the one damn movie, go down the stairs to pretend like you're going to go to the bathroom, go back up the damn stairs, and where it puts you at is right at the door and behind the usher who's taking the tickets. Somebody wasn't thinking really good when they did this and walk right into the other show. So, yeah, I'd spend a Sunday afternoon 4 or 5 hours at the movies, like, okay, for $1. And then if I wanted to go get my refreshments and shit, I'd wait till 20, 30 minutes into the movie. Usher didn't give a fuck because he's like, oh, it's just another moron. He was in the movie. He's going to go refill his stuff.
The Rogers, the theater at the Frisco Station Mall, Dixieland Mall, the usher was stoned. He didn't care. Because I would stop and he goes, "Did you get your ticket, man?" I go, "Yeah, I already showed you my ticket." He goes, "Oh, okay, man, yeah." Okay. It's like when I met David Lee Roth, man. You know?
Yeah. Nothing like a good stoner usher, huh?
Oh yeah. God. Yeah. I mean, just dude. You know,
it's like I still can't get over it.
Be there all day watching movies because it's one usher. Hey man, could you go get me some popcorn, dude? Oh yeah, okay. Go get your popcorn. Yeah.
For everybody out there, I did a video on this Frisco Station Mall, but the maintenance dude, I couldn't find him to take a picture of where those theaters were because it got turned into the maintenance room where they put all their stuff for the damn mall in, right? Mm-hmm. And one time, and this is maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, and I said, hey, I know there used to be a theater here. I heard a rumor. I said, is it true the screens are still up in the back? And he goes, unlocks the door, opens up, turns the lights on. I got to see I think it was a 4-screener, wasn't it, Paul? Which I still can't imagine
10
because of the
screener.
size. The viewing rooms were cramped, and yet there were no seats. The screens were gone, but all you could see was the holes of where the seats were. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm not kidding you. Yeah. As soon as you walked in, immediately to the right, there was a little theater, and it could probably hold what, about 60 people. It didn't look
Yeah,
like it could hold any more
I
than
call it
that.
the big screen TV room.
I mean, that was about it. Seriously.
Yeah,
I
there
mean, you could only
was 10
show
screens
60
in there.
people in
It
that
was
one little window.
a Carmichael or something like that, you know, and I loved it. Well, for one, it was haunted. Yeah, haunted.
Haunted.
And,
I never heard this
haunted.
story.
Yeah. Okay, here's the story of this. Okay, so I used to do some role playing D&D gaming with a bunch of people, and this lady's daughter worked there, and we was talking about hauntings, and she goes, "Oh yeah, that theater's haunted." I go, "Really?" I go, "What do you mean it's haunted?" She goes, "Yeah." She says, "I will literally pull a trash can out, put it between the aisles, you know, 2 seats, right? It'll move out." She says she says in the main screening area, the big theater, no one wanted to go in there and clean it because they would get the heebie-jeebies, as in George Carlin would call it, heebie-jeebies, right?
Right.
Yeah, and that's why he made Buddy Christ, because Christ gave him the heebie-jeebies, you know? According to dogma. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. And so what happened was
a reference thrown in.
Yeah, of course. And I told you the time I seen George Carlin live, man. He was doing autographs, and I walked up there. I go, "Hey, Mr. Carlin." I go, "Those 8 words you can't say on TV." He goes, "Yeah, I think they're down to 2 now." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Are you a stand-up comedian?" I said, "No, sir, I'm not." He goes, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm too lazy. I'm a sit down." And so I'm just standing there chatting with the guy on and off for like hour and a half. Finally, he looks at me and goes, "Do you want my autograph?" I go, "Oh yeah, let me have your autograph." Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget, Police Academy. Police Academy 2 with Bobcat in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we said it was like what, 2 to 4 he was in.
I thought, 3 total, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, so that's what's coming. But they were supposed to get, and I'm kind of glad they didn't. What was it? When I went to see Rob Schneider, they went off and mentioned that they were going to. They were finishing drawing up the contracts for Bob Saget, and I'm going, no. That's one I won't go see because I've heard too many rotten things. Not only that, he gives a creepy vibe off. I don't know what anybody thinks about this on the panel here, but I didn't like him in Full House. And it was on my TV screen in the 90s because I had kids.
But he was more tolerable on Full House than he actually is as a comedian.
But supposedly, not that I really care about the Olsen twins because I don't. But supposedly that's the reason why they wouldn't go on the Fuller House or whatever the hell it is because of him. Something happened, according to them, and I'm going,
Yeah,
see here.
I've got no horse in that race. I don't care one way or the other about him.
I agree with you.
Huh. He also was in Bobcat. We're talking here. He was in Twisted Sisters. Come Out and Play.
Yeah.
One Crazy Summer. Burglar. Another Whoopi Goldberg movie.
Bergfield. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember that one.
There was Isn't Mike Nesmith does a cameo in that movie as a taxi driver? I could have sworn I thought I remember seeing this somewhere. I think he does. Police Academy 4, Hot to Trot. Oh my God! Oh, what a turd movie
that's Richard Dreyfuss. Was that Dreyfuss? Yeah, was that Dreyfuss?
Dabney Coleman, and the voice
Dabney
of John
Coleman, okay.
Candy. Yeah, hot to trot. Oh my God. Virginia Madsen too.
She's a looker.
Stupid. Well, yes, but what the hell? What did I do?
And if I
now?
remember
Okay, I was
correctly,
right. All right.
Bobcat was dating or was married to that girl that played on Unhappily After After, who played Tiffany.
Yeah, Nikki Cox. You're right.
Yeah,
That's a
So
great
he's
name.
in Tapehead.
yeah, really.
I haven't seen Tapehead in a very long time. Now, if I remember right, I think that was Nez that also had involvement in Tapehead. Norman Scrooge, he's there.
Yeah,
Meet
Scrooge
the
as well.
Hollowheads,
That's
Little
right.
Vegas.
Yeah.
91 was Shakes the Clown. Yeah, 91 was Shakes the Clown. Oh, God, Encino Man with the Weasel, Pauly Shore. Oh,
Oh man, Casino.
I probably
not
would go
Casino
see
Man,
Pauly
Casino Man. Yeah.
Shore. I'd go see Pauly Shore, but I would not go see Carrot Top.
What's wrong with Carrot Top?
I don't know. I just don't like Carrot Top. Freaked, Radioland Murders, Destiny Turns on the Radio, back to back. I guess he was in an episode of Arliss, Sweethearts, Dog's Best Friend. He was in
Mike
Disney's
Nesmith.
Hercules.
Yeah, Mike Nesmith was in Burglar as the cabbie. You are correct.
See, it's sad. It's sad. The stupidest things I remember in the back of my head.
And Repo Man.
And Joyride, 2021.
I'd have to rewatch Repo.
Yeah.
Was that the that's who was in Joy not Joyride but in
Repo Man?
Man.
That was Emilio Estevez and Harry Dean Stanton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You said Emilio Estevez. Unfortunately, what was it, a couple weeks ago, my friend Donna Joe Cat Lady went off and sent me a link. And this started me down on a rabbit hole. It was trash roller gator with Joe Estevez. Oh my God! I wouldn't even show that movie to my worst enemy. It was so bad. It was from the 90s, the mid 90s, and it was so bad. And not only that, all throughout the whole movie was this very annoying acoustic guitar. It was very loud, and sometimes it would go over the sound of the actors. And I was like, really? Somebody didn't do their homework on this. It was dreadfully bad. And Joe Estevez kicked it up a few notches in the dreadfully bad. Roller gator. About a talking alligator. And a lot of roller skates, kids. A lot of roller skates. He was in Blow. I haven't seen Blow. 20 years Blow was. 2001. Does not seem
last
like
time,
that.
huh?
With Pee Wee Herman is the gay coke dealer.
Yes.
In Blow.
I saw that movie in the theater.
God, I just can't believe 20 years. Jackie Chan Adventures. Oh boy.
Oh wow, the car. Oh wow.
World's Greatest Dad, like I talked about from 2009. Yeah, you're right about Joyride. That's like the last thing. And then, of course, a shit ton of TV. So, yeah, I figure I'll grab some stuff. Because, like I said, I know the comedy club owner, and he'll go, "What you bring this time?" And when he sees the album, he'd be like, "He did a damn album? Yep, here it is." But
very good. Very good.
He was in the movie Grind? Okay, yeah. I thought Grind was pretty good.
I'm trying to remember Grind. I remember House, which I loved. Grindhouse. Oh God, that was great.
House
The
and
whole
House
thing.
2?
They should have put it out that way. Huh?
Yeah.
What was that, Tom?
House and
I
House
think-
2.
House and House 2. Are we talking about the same movies with the late 80s horror film House?
Oh, okay. What I was talking about was Grindhouse, the movie that
Oh, okay. All right.
Tino did. Excuse me. One where
Okay.
you care of the way that was done. They should have released it on media together, though, not separate. Which I'm like, and with the trailer should have been in between, so that you feel like you're at a Grindhouse movie, And I'm like, they screwed it up, chopping it in half. I'm like, no, that's not how. And I'm telling you, those. I still laugh thinking about Werewolf Women of the SS, and I'm like, I just. And a special appearance by
Nicolas Cage.
And I'm going, oh no, I'm laughing through it. I think I spit my Coke out when I saw that. I'm like, oh fuck! I said they need to make this into a real movie. I don't give a shit. But yeah. I mean, but back to House of a Thousand Corpses. Love that fucking movie. That movie was good for that was your
Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that was your gore horror. Okay, that was so House. Then Devil's Rejects was your more psychological horror, and I'm like, I like both kinds. Okay, because let's face it, there's only one gory scene really in Thousand. No, excuse me, Devil's Rejects, and that's where they open the motel room, and they see the one dude dead, closes the door, and you don't fucking see her being hung up like that with it. I'm like going, oh shit, and then they take her down, and she just loses it, escapes out of there, big fucking 18-wheeler, wham! I'm like, and all the entrails. I'm like, I said. That was the only gory part. The rest of it was all, and then of course you forgot about Tiny. You fucking forget about Tiny because he shows up early in the movie, and you're like, and it ain't fucking spoiler alert. You guys should have seen it years ago. So Tiny pops up out of nowhere. And it's like, I said this to the screen. I hate this when I do this because it's like they're gonna fucking listen. I'm like, I fucking forgot about you. And I'm like, that's how they, and I can never hear Freebird the same way again. Due to shootout scene with the cops. It's like, okay.
Yeah. I haven't seen those two films yet. I don't know if I will.
Now, I haven't seen From Hell. That's the third one, right? From Hell. I haven't seen that one. That one I didn't see.
I thought From Hell was the Johnny Depp film.
Am I getting my titles screwed up? Because I know they made a third movie, but the people are. That's the reason why. Thank God they filmed it when they did, because there was, I think, 1 or 2 deaths after that movie was done, and that's why I'm glad that they finished off that part, because they're dropping like flies from those 2 movies. So
the movies were cursed.
No, it's called. They were all old. Karen Black and Sid. I'm sorry, guys. I've been drinking coffee all day, but it's not Sid Haig. All of those people. That was good stuff. I don't mind a good gore horror if it. I guess I just don't like it when it's ridiculous. Like there's going to be 50. Like if you're going to kill your people in different ways, then sure, what the hell? That's fine. Oh, he got killed. He got killed by an eggplant. What that was Student Bodies, kids, and I'm spoofing on that one.
That's Student Bodies. That's right.
Him and the fucking parade float.
Yes.
What am I gonna kill him with? And he kills him with the fucking eggplant. And I'm like, and then the other part with the galoshes going up the fucking steps and
stairs.
He's going up and he's in the gum. He's like, who the fuck puts this gum on this step? I'm like, I just lost it. Like, this is
Hey, Paul, on that it says there's a Blu-ray through Amazon as Rob Zombie triple feature unrated digital or Blu-ray. It is A House of Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Reject, and Three from Hell.
Thank you. That's it. Three from Hell.
Three from Hell.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Okay.
Three from Hell.
Going back to Karen Black, I remember first thing I saw her in was the first thing that ever scared the shit out of me was, and I don't know how I ended up watching this at like 6 or 7 when I, years of age when I saw it, was Trilogy of fucking Terror.
Is this the one about the doll?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
that freaked the crap out of me, man.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And she did, and it was like three short little films, and she starred in all 3 of them. But it was that last one with the fucking doll that really, scared the shit out of everyone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember that.
TV surprised the shit out of me, but I'm glad.
Right.
Yeah.
So which came first? Here's one for you. Which came first? Was Margot Kidder in Amityville Horror or Superman?
Ooh. Both were like 78, was it?
I don't remember.
Superman
the reason why, because I seen Amityville Horror at the drive-in down in Neosho, Missouri, and it scared the crap out of me. What's that?
Neosho had a drive-in, huh?
Oh, they did. Yeah, I showed you pictures about it. Did I not?
Oh. Not for Neosho. I've seen.
The front of the theater was a mansion. I kid you not.
77 for Amityville.
What's that, Amityville? Because I seen that and the glowing eyes in the window. Just
79. I got.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I just looked on Wiki.
I'm on IMDb, and they got Amityville at 79 and Superman at 78.
Right. Okay.
The Superman was first then. Okay.
She was. I liked Margot Kidder. I did.
She had a really hard life, man. She went crazy or something.
Yeah, the one that I like that she's in is 1972 Sisters, the Brian De Palma film.
I got one for you guys. How about Under the Rainbow?
But I know who Brian De Palma is.
Chevy Chase. Yeah, Chevy Chase. I saw that movie in the theater.
And Chevy Chase and who else?
Yeah. Was it
Princess Leia?
Princess Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that one guy. God, what was his name? Are you all from around this area here?
No, I'm in Arizona.
Okay. There's a place down there. It's called Bella Vista, Arkansas. They did a golfing, fishing, and tennis tournament every summer. They would invite Marilyn McCoo down and all these people. They brought Uncle Jesse down, different pile. They brought down Billy Barty. You know who Billy Barty is?
Billy Barty.
Yeah. Okay, so I volunteered.
He's one of the little guys in The Wizard of Oz,
and he was in Masters of the Universe,
right? Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And he was in Under the Rainbow.
Under the Rainbow.
Yes, I met him, and it was interesting. They're bringing these vans up. They're taking them to the locations where they're supposed to be, like golf, tennis, and I one time they put fishing. Uncle Jesse from Dukes of Hazzard was there. Guy was really nice. Gave me an autograph, and the autograph was on a napkin from the bar. It says, "From one rebel to another rebel. God bless Uncle Jesse," which I thought was really cool. And I'm standing out there, and it's Saturday morning, and there's this big van there. Billy Barty's out there. And there's this young lady out there just kind of like giving him a look, and she's embarrassed. Like she's like looking at the clipboard, and she's like going like that, looking at the clipboard, going like that. And he was standing there. He had a really big smile on his face, right? Just like, and I come walking by. I go, "Mr. Barty, how you doing today?" And like that, and shook his hand. And she goes, And she goes, how am I supposed to get him in the van? Like that. I go, Mr. Marty, you want me to help you in the van? He goes, yeah, big boy, pick me up and toss me in. So, then he shook my hand. He says, guys, I like that. Hey, big boy, toss me in. Like, I just went, okay. And all the volunteers, they had a dinner for them on Saturday night, and so you had Marilyn McCoo singing and all that kind of stuff, and you got to meet all the stars, and it was fun. I did it like 2 summers. It was fun. But I like that. Hey, big man. Hey, big boy, just toss me in. I went. He was cool. Yeah, and I think that's when I think he was in Willow too, was he not?
It's possible.
Might have been.
Yeah.
Might have been.
But Under the Rainbow, I remember sitting at the movie theater. Yeah.
Under the Rainbow.
Yeah. Well, Chevy did some really bad films in the early 80s, you know.
Oh, I get a bad movie. I want to do a remake, okay? Megaforce.
Megaforce. That was like a soft porn action film, wasn't it?
Not porn. I don't really know you call it porn. But motorcycles with rockets on them. And,
yeah, it's kind of like a Skinamax type movie.
It was. I seen it at the Twin City Drive-In in Rogers way back yonder.
Yeah, I think you could probably watch that on like Amazon Prime or Tubi, the Tubi TV app.
I have it. I found it down to Vintage Stock when they had their spring sale like years ago. I picked it up. It was like buy 2 get 1 free, and I looked at this. I go, well, Megaforce. Wow.
what's her name? Is that Sybil something? Trying to think of the actress's name. It's I think it's Sybil or
Sybil Shepherd.
Sybil Dane.
No. I gotta look it up here.
Not Sybil Shepherd.
No. Oh hell no. 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 I'm just gonna look up Megaforce here. 1982 film.
Oh, Barry Bostwick was in that.
No, I'm thinking it's
Bostwick.
and Henry Silva.
He was in everything.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Megaforce.
There went half the budget. Whenever one of them would show up. Well, we Harry Bostwick and Henry Silva.
Yeah.
Fuck, we only.
that was kind of like
on the
that was kind of like a low budget Roger Corman style, movie.
Corman.
Yep.
God, what the hell? Oh, you know what I watched for the first time? Speaking of Corman, although I guess he was loosely related to this, and Tim will know what I'm talking about because I watched it on Offbeat Cinema last Saturday for the first time. Dementia 13.
Oh yes.
Okay, yeah.
I watched Dementia 13 on Offbeat Cinema last week. I never saw it before. For some reason, anytime it would ever come on, something either I get busy or something else, and I'm like, you know what? I've got nothing to do. I'm going to sit my ass and watch through this, even though I got tired for the last 10, 15 minutes. But I was like, oh, this is how we're going to end it, huh? Okay. That's all I thought. I'm like,
did you?
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Did you want to order some Mighty Taco?
You know what? Every time I see the Mighty Taco in the Terrapin Station commercials, I still want to go and eat Mighty Taco and go to Terrapin Station.
I used to live down the street from Terrapin Station, and I used to eat Mighty Taco all the time. So I know exactly what Terrapin Station is. Just a head shop. How it stayed in business, it's been in business since like the 60s, and it's still in business, and it's quite amazing that it is.
And that's good. That's a good thing. Paul and Tom, do you guys have retro TV? because that's where Offbeat Cinema's on, is Retro TV.
It was
If
an
you
app
got
or a
over the
channel?
air channel. Retro TV's a channel, and
No.
No, not for me. If it was an app, I could download and watch it. So
Yeah, I mean, I can check and see, because I got this thing called Sling, the Sling app. I don't know if it's on there or
There's
not.
sure.
but,
some episodes
I do
on
follow
YouTube. I
myself,
don't know
so.
where else they are. But
And
they're
Tim
out of
Allen will
Buffalo,
appreciate
and they
this.
started in the late 70s or early 80s, and they're still going, which is pretty amazing.
I think it was the Saturday before Halloween, I think, or maybe it was last Saturday. I get confused. Horror Hotel, right after Offbeat on Retro. Lamia, she's cute. She's out of Cleveland, I think. They showed a 19 silent vampire movie called Genuine. It actually was half interesting from what I saw.
I seen Nosferatu, the silent one, which I thought was really good.
Yeah, I've got that, and I've got the Klaus Kinski remake.
There's a movie coming out that I want to see. I want to see the new Matrix film, but I'm kind of worried that it's going to be sucky. Oh, yes. That was good.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, Steve, wonderful. I want to go see the new Ghostbusters.
I do too.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the first two. Hey, at least it's not the chick Ghostbusters. I can't believe that they thought that was gonna work. I'm going, are you fucking with all of us out here? And I'll tell you who I hate from that whole. She's a no talent hack.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Leslie with the chop crop. No, I don't even know how she stayed on SNL for those handful of years. I'm going, you are not funny, woman. You are not.
I think the only movie I'm planning to see 2022 is going to be the new Clerks 3 movie.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's
Clerks 3. I believe it's done, and they're doing they're finalizing a lot of stuff.
No shit.
We got Clerks,
and
then we got Clerks 2. So we need Clerks 3.
Right.
You got to.
Yeah.
Bring back Porch Monkey.
Yeah, says we're taking it back.
We're bringing it back.
I got a friend who's a mechanic. I call him a grease monkey. Then someone tells me that's a racist saying.
Paul, you know who got me turned on to Clerks was Jessica.
Really?
She got me to watch all of Kevin Smith's stuff. So Jessica, my late wife, was the one that got me turned on to watching all of Kevin Smith's stuff. The only things that I really want to see, and I hate this because it was part of a trilogy, I guess.
Jan Silent Bob Strikes Back. Good one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what it was a Canadian vampire movie that just came out on Netflix. Hosers. I saw Hosers, and it had Johnny Depp's daughter and had Kevin Smith's daughter. Sorry, boot that. I'm going, what the hell am I watching? And how much drugs did they really do before they even wrote this script and filmed it? Because it was just so out there.
Yeah. It did have Johnny Depp in it, right?
Huh?
It did have Johnny Depp in it.
Yeah. I almost didn't recognize him.
No, he did good.
He didn't look like him. Yeah. But I heard part of it because the next one, Jay and Silent Bob are supposed to show up, and somehow Silent Bob dies due to the monsters.
He's supposed to be killed by a moose. Okay, do you remember the I think it was called Curly Sue, the one with Ben Affleck in it? It was called Curly Sue.
Oh shit, Curly Sue.
Was it Curly Sue, the one with Ben Affleck in it?
Curly Sue. That's about the little kid, right? The little girl.
Well, the thing is, no, this movie, this one here had George Carlin in it.
Oh, you're thinking of Jersey Girl.
Jersey
Right?
Girl, yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay, the interesting story about that is when they were making Jersey Girl, some fan came out and says, "Yeah, I bet James Silent Bob's going to make an appearance." He got pissed. He went, "No," and that's why they weren't in there. You had the guy who played Dante Hicks in there. You know, yeah.
I
think
went
you hit
to
the guy who played Jay. Not
Right.
Jay, but Randall.
3 years ago, I went to Jersey for the White Album Symposium, and me and another guy, we stopped at the Quickie Mart.
I did too.
Yeah, took a couple pictures, and then
Yeah.
stopped at the comic store as well.
James Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Yeah,
I wanted
yep,
to go
Secret
there.
Stash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And the one guy
Comic book
that's that,
man,
and,
guys.
and
I
yeah, the
love
one,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, the one guy that's like looking at the eggs in Clerks. He was there.
Yeah, because
He
he
was
is the
there.
manager.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the manager, right?
Steve
exactly.
Dave.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. So I got a selfie with him there.
Yeah.
So.
I was when I was laid off by Sam's Club, I took my 401k plan and bonus that they gave me. I went to New Jersey for 2 weeks because I always wanted to go see the Quickie Mart or the Quick Stop, right?
Right.
And I got to know some people down there. And one lady, she goes, "Oh, I lived right there," and she says, "I was in the movie Clerks. I was one of the zombies knocking on the window, going like cigarettes and stuff like that."
Yeah.
I go, "Oh, okay." He goes, "Yeah, come on down. You can sleep on the couch." I go, "You got it." So I got down at 3:00 in the morning. Okay, I'm like exhausted. I knock on her door and she goes, "Hey, how you doing?" I go, "Hey," "I'm ready to go to Quick Stop." She goes, "No," she goes, "Dude, you're exhausted. Go to bed." All right. So I went, okay. I climbed. Okay. The coolest thing is, if I remember this correctly, now I got to remember if I can remember this correctly. She asked me to reach reach out and pick up the newspaper for her. Okay. I go, "Yeah, okay, no problem." She's making me breakfast. I open the door, I reach down, picked up, I raise up, and right across the street, there it is, the Quick Stop.
Yeah.
And I started crying. I just went, "Holy shit." She goes, "Yeah." I go, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." You like that? She goes, "Yeah." I go, "Am I dead?" Like that. She goes, "No." I go, "Okay." She goes, "Eat breakfast and we'll go over." I go, "Can we just like fuck breakfast and go over now?" Like that. And so we went. So what happened was me eating breakfast was like this. Next thing I notice the plate's gone. Like that. And so we went over there. I was like, so I leaned against the wall, right? And I went like, "Yeah." And she had a Polaroid camera and went like that. I don't know where the pictures are. I wish I knew where they were. And so she walked in, and the guy who was there knew her, who's the owner, right? And and he goes, "Hey, Jessica." He goes, "Hey, how you doing?" And like this goes, "By the way, this is Paul. Paul's a big fan of Clerks." Like that. He goes, "Aren't they all?" Like that. And I go, "Yeah, I am." I'm like looking around, checking, things out. And he looks at me and goes, "Do you want to go behind the counter?" I went like, "Yes." Went behind the counter. And that whole week, she took me down different places where they did filming at and all that kind of stuff.
You weren't even supposed to be there today.
Exactly. And I use that when I working at the neighborhood market so many times. I'm not supposed to be here today. But yeah, I fell in love with Clerks because it was so.
Yeah.
The history of Clerks is how he did it. He did it for like $50,000 to $60,000, right? And he did it black and white because the only color camera he could afford, because of the fluorescent lighting inside the store, had a green hue to everything. And the reason why you see that one thing down, someone put bubblegum in it, is because they did most of shooting like really early morning. and stuff like that. And I just thought, I go like, wow. But the theme song, which I have the Clerks album on my phone, it's one of the 4 albums I listen to all the time, right? The main song on there, they said, hey, we want you to make a music video for this group, right? And now this is from Kevin Smith. So Kevin's, there's an interview, and Kevin Smith goes, okay, what? He goes, okay. Oh, you have a $70,000 budget. He goes, there's no way in hell I'm going to make a music video that costs $70,000 where my movie costed $50,000. Yeah, that's why you see it, that they're there, right there in the store. Now, and then they when they were releasing Dogma, he was on MTV, and they were chatting. And you could do research on YouTube on Mallrats premiere, and they did an MTV special on it too. And the cool thing about the Dogma one is they said, oh yeah, by the way, God's going to be calling in. Like that, and everyone I'm going like, what? Yeah. Alanis Morissette called in.
Yeah.
And thanks to I told Kevin Smith on Twitter, thanks to him and Alanis Morissette, now I believe in God.
Yeah.
Clerks 3. I will have to put that on my list.
Oh, that's the only movie I will see in 2022. I don't care for anything else. I don't care for Spider-Man shit. I was going to go see the Internals. I go, it'll be on Disney in a month.
I heard Eternals tanked. That's what I heard. They tanked.
I don't know. I think personally, I think Marvel's getting too far out there. They need to go simplify. Iron Man was great.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was great. And with Tobey Maguire. Okay, Spider-Man 2 was great. Spider-Man 3 blew.
Right.
Yeah.
And when they said, "Oh yeah, they're introducing Venom," I'm going like, "Are they doing the Secret Wars? I mean, are they doing the wars then? Are they going to another planet where you got the Venom suit?
Right.
Yeah. And now, one thing I am looking forward to when it comes to Disney Plus, I am looking for the new Mandalorian season coming up next year.
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi as well.
Yeah, that and She-Hulk.
I just got Disney Plus on the 1st, so I'm just discovering it. So
have you started watching yet?
Yeah. First thing I watched was the Muppet Show with Mark
Hamill. Yes.
C-3PO, R2-D2, and Chewbacca, and I hadn't seen that since I saw it when it first aired.
The first one I watched from that was Alice Cooper.
Okay, yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
But listen,
Vincent
guys, I gotta take off. So I will talk to.
Hey, thanks for coming by.
Well, Tom's nice meeting you, sir.
Yeah, nice meeting you too, Paul. Tim.
See you, Tom.
See you, buddy. Paul.
Take care, Tom.
Yeah.
Sorry, I talk a lot, Tim. I do apologize on that.
No, that's okay.
I'm not a music collector as Paul is. Mm-hmm. I do have. I converted all my CDs about 3 years ago over to digital format because I had to sell them to make money. I converted all my DVDs over to digital format too because,
All right. I hate to do this to everybody, but that was a family phone call that I do have to take. And besides, we're at the hour and a half mark. It was going to be between an hour and a half and 2 today. Kind of a short show. Of course, once again, I want to thank Tim Allen and Tom and Mason, who was here for a little bit, and Paul, of course. Sorry it just took so dang long to go off and do these things because it's just half of it's because I'm busy and half of it's because I get depressed and I have to get the energy to even do these now. I don't know why. So it is what it is. That's
next time you get depressed, give me a call. I got some really bad jokes for you.
Oh, I got enough badges. Forget that. You heard what happened. You heard what happened yesterday, though. Local news. This is going to be
No.
about what happened at the Rogers police station, right?
No, what happened?
All right. So for some reason, and I thought this criminal was pretty slick, he took all the tires off the damn cop cars for the Rogers police station, down the street from where I live, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. No tires. Everything was on blocks. Right? Right. So you know what's happening, though? They're tirelessly looking for the perpetrator as we speak right now.
No, don't go there, man. Okay.
Yeah. You guys weren't going to get off free on that one.
Yeah.
It
could be. Hey, Paul, you got to remember, it could be a good year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So I have to tell you, I'm going to have a bit part in a movie. It's coming up. A bit part in a movie.
Which porn?
No. It's called it's called Today. I want to see a few clips.
Oh. Oh. I was hungry until now. Okay. Do you want some toe jam for your toast?
Oh, come on.
Hey, Tim, this is what Walmart puts up with when we work together, okay? It was that bad. Oh, did you know that Paul is the president of the John Bon Jovi fan club?
That fucking no talent hack. How dare you bring his name up in my broadcast? Richie Sambora. I actually have more respect for Richie Sambora, which isn't by much, but I have more respect for Richie Sambora than that no talent hack from Jersey, John Bon Jovi. And I guess Sambora did an interview recently, actually, talking about his diminished role in the last couple years of Bon Jovi. And I said, that's because John was pushing you out, Richie. You're better than John, Richie. You could go into any other fucking band and you would have been. John wants it to be all about him.
Well, Tim, was nice meeting you, sir.
Anyways. Yeah, nice meeting you too.
Just started, Paul. Anywho.
Yeah. We do this all the time. We do the. Oh, my God. Yeah. But I love it. I love this guy, You know
what? The feeling is mutual. I'm hoping to do maybe one more live stream between now and Thanksgiving, okay? But I am not promising because, Paul, I haven't mentioned this yet, but there's a 50-50 chance that if I'm going to do a show, it'd be on a Monday because on next Sunday afternoon at 3:00 at Northwest Arkansas Mall at Gymnastic Joe's Crown Point Wrestling. So I may be going to go see an indie show for the first time.
At the mall?
It's January 2020 was the last match pre-COVID that I saw. And so this is a new federation that's coming through. It's going to be at the Northwest Arkansas Mall.
Okay.
And it's going to be at some place called Gymnastic Joe's, in there. And and there isn't any big namers in this one,
like
but all I
be a tumble,
Yeah, as long as Culture Club's not there, because I ain't taking a tumble for them. But there's a couple wrestlers that are on the card that used to wrestle WWE dark matches in AEW. So there's going to be some talent there. It's just this will be the first time I've ever seen any of them. $20 tickets. I figured, what the hell, and it's in the middle of the afternoon.
You said that's Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to do a broadcast on Monday, I'm available all day Monday because I have no life whatsoever.
There you go. We'll put body one day into the ground.
Well, Tim, I had a life one time, but then I forgot to feed it, so it kind of died off, right? So I had a stalker one time, and I kept saying, I kept saying, hey, I have a stalker, and this guy kept saying, no, I'm not.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. As I try to always do, except last time due to technical difficulties. I love you, Goth Angel. I miss you, Goth Angel. I can't wait till you get home. There is certain steps that are being taken right now, which I think is nice. So we're heading into the right direction. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like Mondays. I want to shoot hoot the whole day down. Bye, guys.
Take care. Rock on.
Bye, everyone.